Insomniac have answered our burning question about Spider-Man Miles Morales. So just to recap, earlier today a Sony executive gave a rather confusing statement regarding what Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5 is going to be, saying that it would be an expansion of the original game. That later got twisted by IGN into it being a remaster of Spider-Man PS4 for the PS5 that would include Spider-Man Miles Morales as an additional chapter to the existing story, which I would have been incredibly unhappy about because that first trailer didn't say anywhere that this was DLC or that this was an additional story, and nowhere did it state that this was a remaster of Spider-Man PS4. So here's the good news, and this is what I was wanting to hear. Insomniac Games have taken to Twitter to clarify what this is. It is a brand new game. It's not the sequel to Spider-Man PS4, but a standalone Miles Morales game which takes place after the events of Spider-Man PS4. So it won't necessarily be like a mini chapter, it won't necessarily be any shorter or any smaller than the previous one. It just isn't going to continue the central story of that game forward, so don't expect to see Green Goblin or Harry Osborn becoming Venom. Those things will likely be saved for the major, big second chapter of Peter Parker's story. And then hopefully this will serve as like a launch pad for a Miles Morales video game series, but it looks like what Insomniac are making is like a sort of a cinematic universe of video games, I guess, using the Spider-Man IP. And they're already making waves here compared to Activision. They're definitely distancing themselves from their formula in the fact that their second game is going to be dedicated to a different Spider-Man, and I for one can't wait. I feel like, yes, it is about time we got a Miles Morales video game, and I am incredibly stoked that Miles Morales gets to enjoy this adventure all to himself. I'd say there's no doubt that Peter Parker will show up in there somewhere, but this is definitively a Miles Morales story. And it's not a mini chapter, it's not just a part of Peter Parker's game, this is Miles Morales' story. Which means this Spider-Man game hopefully will be like no Spider-Man game we have ever seen before. So I'm stoked. I'm ready for Miles Morales and everything this video game has to offer. What about you guys? What do you think, guys? Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, why don't you head over to channelpup.net, where you can visit our blog page Dr. Blogtopus, but you can also buy merch, such as the official Channel Pup replica hoodie. And I mean, if you insist here, guys, maybe hit subscribe, maybe hit the like button, and in the description below are the links to my social media handles, including the Patreon, where your contribution can help me run this channel and really keep it alive. That aside, I am really grateful that you checked out this video today. Thank you so much for watching, fellow home dog. See you on another video.